Good morning, good evening, good wherever you are. This is Don Oshman, Editor-in-Chief of HideNet Market Reports. And in Scottsdale, Arizona today, at least, it's Sunday, October 1st. Happy October. In Latin America this week, Ronald Guel reports in Novo Hamburgo that Brazilian TR is now selling between 95 and $1 CFR. That's pretty steady with last week. In other words, the market hasn't gone down anymore, but it sure hasn't gone up. But he says things might be a little bit better, not sure. It's still very weak with respect to demand. The car business is okay, but footwear, of course, like it's been seemingly forever, is not very good. Fresh green prices in Brazil are steady, which is good. The dollar got strengthened, which was also good. In Argentina, prices are stable, but they anticipate drops coming soon because of the weakness in the Brazilian market. In Uruguay, livestock shows an increase of 1.9% over a year ago. And the Brazilian tanners are all excited about going to Lineapel this week and enjoying very good business. Optimism, as I always say, gets us out of bed in the morning. By the way, did you know that our Latin American report, let's talk about Latin America. Latin American report is available in Spanish each week, if that's easier for you to read. I can't give it to you in Spanish, but you can read it in Spanish. From Italy, Andrea Guola reports from Bologna that after several weeks of price declines in the EU market, prices in the UK market, prices have finally stabilized this week, probably because of optimism for the upcoming Lineapel, which takes place Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, or Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday in the week ahead. So everybody also optimistic, hopes that they'll do some good business in Lineapel. Speaking of which, Andrea will give us daily reports on the Lineapel show, as well as some interviews with some key players there, which will be good to watch. You can get all that on HideNet.com. Small cows, he says, and lower grades are struggling, but car business is very good, like the European ox are selling well. Did you know that our European report is available in Italian as well as English? So if you don't speak English very well, or you want to read it in Italian, we have it on HideNet.com. Free trial. Just go register and sign up. You go to the English version, and there it says click here for the Italian version. In North America this week, prices were generally stable, but volume was moderate at best. Our report this week has an update on the Wuji Tanner situation, where some were closed because of not following the game on pollutant restrictions or compliance. There was an article in this week's U.S. Weekly report on the cow. The cow kill has picked up tremendously, in double digits. And there's an article about can packers cope with the extra supply of cows. And of course, experts expect more supply of all kinds of cattle next year. Can the packing industry kill them all? Also, we have an article on container rates, which are falling, a story about Lineapel coming, and a report on the United States Guide Sin and Leather Association meeting in Chicago. Vera Dordick was there covering that for us, so we've got a report on that in this week's edition. And the big news this week, to me, was shock and awe. Thursday's export numbers were incredible. And we checked with a few people who had their doubts about, no, that couldn't have been. We had a slow week. But we checked with the USDA, and they say those numbers are accurate. Anyhow, almost 1 million hides and wet blue were sold, and nobody can believe it. So we'll see what happens. The market has not been affected by it. And also, for the first time since I don't know when, because of these large export numbers, sales and shipments surpass slaughter. Check out our This Week in Leather and International reports, which are available each week. You can get a trial of those on the website. And just go to HideNet.com to register. That's all of the general news, the headlines this week. Go to HideNet.com to see the details. Make yourself smarter and better informed. As we say, knowledge is power. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.